I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you.
What's up, everybody? It's Thursday at 4:20. You know what that means. I'm doing the damn thing. You're doing the damn thing. Let's do it together like a big happy family. Hang out, talk nerdy news, watch trailers, and do the damn thing. I'm your host, a chef by trade and a mark by choice. I am the Will Gray. And joining me today, guys, it's not Jax. For the first time making her Rivet City Radio and Nerdy News debut, it is our friend Bridget, aka Hex.
Yes.
Bridget, what's up? How are you? Did you freeze already?
I was going to introduce myself as Jax, actually, but
Oh, no
way. Really?
Okay. Jaxpo does look different today,
Yeah.
Matt. A little different today.
Yes. Yes, a little bit browner, maybe, as you may have noticed. But yeah, what's up? How's it going?
Good. My dog started losing her mind just now. There's somebody walking another dog in front of my house.
So obviously, yeah.
That needs to be alerted. Everybody needs to know. I'm good, though. It's an exciting Thursday. I did a little bit of running, a little bit of riding, and now we're here talking nerdy news and stuff. How are you? How's Thursday?
I'm good. You know, lavender might be your color, actually. It is. Is it lavender or is it gray?
It's purple.
Yeah, okay. It's purple. Okay, fair.
I don't know the difference between them.
Yes. I'm doing all right, though. Just been chilling, hanging out, doing my thing. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I am the new Bo for a minute, but not forever.
Bo is I decided every week I'm going to make up a different excuse as to why he's not here this week. Bo is on a safari in Africa, big game hunting.
Oh,
So I'm going to make up different elaborate excuses as to why Bo's not here each week right now.
Some wildebeests, maybe
he's-
some
he's-
wildebeests
Yeah,
or saving Simba, that type of thing. Yeah.
bingo. He's out doing humanitarian things and doing awesome adventures. But there is business to be had.
Yes.
There is stuff to do. Well, one,
Yeah.
AJ just subscribed again, so thank you, AJ. To appease the algorithmic gods, you have to say their name within the first couple minutes of your broadcast. So this is me telling twitch.tv/Rivet City Radio, thank you for allowing me to broadcast. If that's where you're watching, hit the button. Same thing for youtube.com/Rivet City Radio. If that's where you're watching, hit the button, do the things. But Bridget,
Yes.
host picks.
Can you go first, please?
Yeah, absolutely. The EVP just used his first Prime sub ever on me. I appreciate that, AJ. I appreciate it. It says you've been subbed for 5 months, so if that's the first time you've used your Prime sub, that means you're doing it the right way. You're a trucker. You're trooping.
Real money.
Trucking, moving. Yeah, real money. Not even the Bezos money. Okay, so my host pick comes from independent.co.uk. Because I don't trust American news outlets a lot of times. I have a journalism degree. I know Rupert Murdoch has his hands in everything that is American media, so therefore I understand the fact that if it's coming from America, it's probably got his hand in it. So I went to the UK for this. And Bridget.
Yes.
Here are all the allegations made against Sean Diddy Combs in the last 24 hours. This has been one of the wildest media stories I can remember. Because a few months ago, Bo and I talked about it, and I brought it up to you on air before we went on air because it's canon. The dude went on, I can't remember if it was Sway or one of the other shows. He said that he had proof that Diddy was involved with Pac and Biggie. And then a few days later, his house got raided. Everything got brought up again. Okay. Now, totally different sets of allegations. Federal agents with Homeland Security raided 2 of the rapper's houses in Los Angeles and Miami as he faces a string of accusations, reports Andrea Cavallera of independent.co. In lieu of reading off the entire list, I'm just going to read the beginning of it because it starts to get it's a lot like the Vince stuff. They start to use a lot of stuff I'm not going to discuss on air because I don't feel like that's my place. But I'm just going to get through the bulk of it so that way we can go, holy shit, what the fuck happened to Diddy? Okay. Sean Diddy Combs, a rapper and music mogul credited with helping launch the careers of some of the biggest stars in recent years, is now facing multiple civil lawsuits accusing him of sex trafficking, sexual abuse, and the hard R rape. Yeah. Combs, formerly known as Puff Daddy P. Diddy and a host of other names, has undergone a myriad of reinventions since the start of his career. Whoa. That was weird.
Back again.
That was weird. Okay. That was a weird echo that came out of nowhere. Federal agents with Homeland Security raided 2 of the houses in Los Angeles and Miami on March 25th, so 3 days ago, facing a string of various accusations. Just to go through, there is a backup singer, 2 different producers, and what is listed as more women coming forward daily to join this lawsuit. Okay. And then an anonymous plaintiff has came forward and an unnamed accuser, Jane Doe. So he's got a team of upwards, what it seems like to be like between 8 and 10 people putting allegations out there. And they have now come together into one big lump to be one big lawsuit going, okay. So, that being said, how you feeling about Diddy and all this really nastiness?
I was like, when was the last time he put out music? Like, who are these people? But actually 2023, which is like shocking. Last year. That was last year. Yeah, I'm here. And this year. Like who?
Who? Did she freeze?
Here I am.
Okay, there you are.
Maybe he was on The Voice, did he? But honestly, I've never been a fan. I always thought like his ad libs are really weird in the background of Biggie's music. It's just like, yeah, or like, and I'm like, okay, this is like this is like weird. So personally, I don't think that those charges are not real. You know, I do think that they probably are. It's interesting that he's not in the country right now while this is all going on. I feel like he should be standing 10 toes down at least or something, or trying to not like some Jonathan Majors, like at least like I didn't do it, or like type of something, but he's just like,
he said he would defend himself and be in court and all of those things. But to me, hopping on a private jet and flying to your private island in the Bahamas doesn't scream innocent.
No. Not even a little bit. No.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's really unsavory. But I think P. Diddy, being ran out of the country on sex trafficking allegations was newsworthy. So
yeah, was not on my like bingo card for this year, like at all. But here we are, and there he goes. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that he's brought to justice for what he's done, and et cetera, and et cetera.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
All right, now it's your turn. Let's get on to something a little bit more fun.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts. So there's a Pop-Tarts origin story movie.
They're puff pastry.
They are.
Give me 1 second. I'm about to go make my dog shut up.
Okay. Oh, I think it's Penny, the dog. She's seeing something like another dog and another dog. But yeah. But how are you guys doing?
That was wild. I walked out there and the puppy Penny is standing on the end table in the window, like shoved up under the blinds, like barking at whatever the hell is out front. And I'm like, shut the hell up. You can bark all you want in 40 minutes.
Yes, but not.
Right, sorry.
Yeah,
Pop-Tarts,
you're good.
Origin stories.
Yeah, here's I sent you the link, but let me get through this briefly. Pop-Tarts origin story movie for Netflix with a huge cast gets its first trailer. And this it's under Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know if that changes your opinion about how this might go.
It could be good then.
Have you seen the B movie? But Netflix has released a trailer for its upcoming movie about the creation of an iconic breakfast food. But why Pop-Tarts is my question. Like, what about toaster strudel or like Nutri-Grain bars? Anything else? Like, the movie is called Unfrosted.
Unfrosted. Are you intrigued by breakfast pastries that you're like you're number 2 or number 3? Like, let's just break breakfast bars. Where do Pop-Tarts rank in your breakfast bars, like Mount Rushmore then, Bridget? Let's go.
Maybe
because they're pretty high on my list.
Really?
That's not gonna work.
For me, Pop-Tarts are not up there. I'm like a savory gal. I like salt. So
there's anything wrong with that?
Yeah. Wow.
I believe we have split the atom of breakfast. In the early 1960s, the American morning was defined by milk and cereal. And the two undisputed giants of the cereal world were Kellogg's and Post.
Major news from the breakfast world. The Post Cereal Company has reportedly invented a shelf-stable fruit pastry breakfast product.
No.
Yeah. Is that newsworthy?
It's Post. They did it.
I'm about to finally crush that big red K that never stops glaring at me. How do you think Bruce did it? There's
What?
always a surprise inside the box. I'm just use xanthan gum.
Damn.
They did. They did. But that's not your self-stabilizer.
Chef Boyardee and Jack LaLanne.
They're stacking the deck with ringers.
You know Isaiah Lamb from Quaker?
You Kellogg's people.
We're about to have some very powerful people. Very
Was that Peter
upset.
Dinklage?
It was.
Are you making any progress?
It's not to scale, but
Oh my
you guys,
God,
5
she
years
drew
old?
it.
Little John draws better than that. And I think there's
Oh
something wrong
my
with him.
God.
nobody said this was going to be easy.
We're talking about happy childhoods for millions of American kids. The important thing is the name.
Fruit Magoos. What?
Oh God.
No.
Hit 'em up and eat 'em ups.
No sale.
Oblong nibblers.
Is this a joke?
Oblong nibblers.
I mean, fair.
That's what they should have been.
Whoever gets to the shelves first is going to win this thing.
Damn, what?
How did it get this far?
It's breakfast.
Wow.
Things happen.
Isn't this a cereal company? Why did my husband explode?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that looks better than I was expecting it to be.
All right, we always ask over under 50% chance you're going to watch it. Are you going to watch Unfrosted?
Probably so. Especially if it's going straight to Netflix, I will watch that. I will not leave my home to watch it, but I will watch it. But yeah, I was never a big Pop-Tarts person. I think that Pop-Tarts and cereal, I eat those at night for dessert. I don't eat them in the morning. I like, it's just me. But yeah, there's that. Pop-Tarts or Unfrosted. I like that it has a take with Post versus Kellogg, and then Pop-Tarts entering the fray. It's like a cool dynamic. I was really scared it was going to be animated. Really happy it's not. Like Sausage Party vibes is what I was getting. I was worried about that. But yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Oh, yeah. That would've...
I don't think you were the key demographic for Sausage Party there, Bridget.
No, I don't think so either. I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, that's like another story. But like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like Jerry Seinfeld. I liked his comedians in cars getting coffee. I think that's what that show was called. And yeah, so I'm interested to see what this has to offer.
I'm here for it. I'll probably watch it just because it looked hilarious.
Yeah, it did.
All right. First bit of nerdy news today. I picked this one specifically for you as your first day.
Oh, thanks.
Comicbook.com, coming from Evan Valentine. My Hero Academia is dominating Netflix's global top 10 upon launch. I'm going to say Deku. Is that right? Deku?
Yes, second one, Deku.
Deku and his fellow students at UA Academy have made waves early as a part of their Netflix arrival. Netflix made big announcements in the anime world recently, stating that some of the biggest anime franchises would be coming to its platform. Arriving in North America and various locales in the world, My Hero Academia has made a splash when it comes to the overall rankings of the streaming service. Anime fans might be surprised to see how popular UA Academy is on the platform, and where Deku and company landed on the charts for specific regions. Okay, words are tough, but I made it through it. My question is for you, Hex, as an anime fan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised that My Hero Academia shot to the top of the charts as like the soft launch for anime in the US?
No, not at all.
That says how it will be back in front of a camera.
It's weird. I'll be real. Yeah, I think My Hero Academia is a really good. It's arguably it is this generation's Dragon Ball Z. Like it is very.
I feel like that's a hot take. I feel like that's a hot take.
I was like, okay.
This generation's Dragon Ball is a pretty big deal there, Bridget.
I do. I'm like, okay. I do think it's true though. It's fighting. It's character development. It's like arena style simulations where they are fighting each other, trying to see who's on top, and always rooting for Deku, who is simple but lovable. Like I took a break watching it simply because I was too invested and my heart could not take it. So
Matt got blown away by that take.
listen, fam, it's like a really good show. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's really good. Like and All Might himself, like I could go on, but there are fight scenes in that show that I literally have had to rewind and watch over and over again because they're so like viscerally, like you could feel so much of the emotions from the characters with the art, and I think it's not a shock that it is at the top. Not at all. I don't think it's a shock at all.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I have to tell you this then. If you're such a fan of the show, because they were in Fortnite not too long ago, some of the characters, you got the Deku Smash or whatever the hell it was. But in true, I'll say I channeled my inner Matt Ritter for this because I could never remember what their names were. So one of the characters, I called him Ewan McGregor. I don't remember what his actual name was. And I said
me watching wrestling. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy.
Okay, he was Ewan McGregor, and he used the Obi-Wan Kenobi gear.
Uh-huh.
And it was like the big thing that like Raptor. I don't know what their actual names were, but they were
Fair.
from what was Ewan McGregor's name in the show? He was the dude who wore like the brown leather jacket.
Brown.
Oh, yeah, I don't fucking know. I never watched it again. I thought
What color was his hair?
brown or blackish, I think. I can't remember what his I swear I can't remember what his actual name is. I just called him Ewan McGregor.
But you liked him.
It was cool. He was a
was
cool
cool.
skin. I have the skin.
Yeah. It's a good show. I highly recommend it to anybody who's trying to get into anime and can't seem to find the place to start. It's high stakes, it's emotional, it's fighting, it's getting your ass beat. It's a good show.
I watched Dragon Ball and I watched Gundam and Gundam Wing. So do you think it would be an easy transition with it being on Netflix and being completely for free now, or Netflix? Like, is it worth giving it a shot?
I definitely think so. I would if I was your handler and I just like trying.
I was like, please finish that, Matt. What are you talking? There's got to be something else.
Of hair. If I was your handler and I was like, you need to watch anime, I would put you on that first, probably, because it's a really good place to start. So yeah, I definitely think it's worth the watch.
I like the actual understanding when you say my handlers, because that's very much how my life is functioning. All right, first trailer of the day. It's the new Beetlejuice trailer. You a Beetlejuice fan? Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen the trailer. I might have to find the year that the first Beetlejuice came out because I know I've seen it, but I don't.
Early 90s, 92, I think. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I wasn't alive yet, but
I wasn't alive yet.
But I do know the movie. I could probably rewatch it though.
He just sent me his pick. All right, AJ. We've got a couple things left, but I don't know if we've got time. We'll pull some of the picks. Did I warn you ahead of time that if we ran out of stuff to talk about, we just watch random trailers the chat sends us?
No, but
yeah,
I'm happy for that.
Yeah. Okay, that was a cool shot.
Wow.
The juice is loose.
Ew. Wow. Huh.
Over under 50% chance you're gonna watch it.
I think I didn't see any black people in the trailer. 1988 actually is when that movie came out.
Yeah, I said that. I said like I was barely alive.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yeah,
3 in 1988.
Yeah, I was not even thought about it. But yeah, I think under. Is it going to be in theaters?
It'll be a theater release, but I imagine it'll be one of those movies they'll have it in theater for about a month and then it'll go straight to streaming.
Yeah. What about you? Under or over?
Probably over. I know that the direct people in my life were big fans of Wednesday and all the other Jenna Ortega things. So I assume this will probably be in my future at some point. I am a fan of the original one though. I loved it. I didn't realize that it was damn near 40 years old though. So it is what it is. It looked cool. I'm hoping this is my biggest fear with sequels. Okay. I hope they don't lean too much into the jokes and the humor of the first one. We saw that with like Anchorman and stuff like that. And we see that with a lot of these like sequels that come out 15, 20 years after their predecessor. And then they lean too much into the original and it doesn't give its own personality. I don't want that to be the case.
Yeah, it's like it makes it seem like you should have seen the first one before seeing this one, which is out 40 near years after, which is, a pet peeve of mine, even like with Dune, even. It's like I'm watching this movie and I'm like, I feel like I should know something that I don't know while watching this movie. And I don't like that feeling because it makes me feel like it's poor storytelling. So, yeah.
I think you should, no matter the case, somebody should be able to watch your film from beginning to end without having to have seen anything else. It shouldn't lean so much into the past because I feel like that shuts a lot of your audience off. What's up, Courtney? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
All right, I picked this one for me. Okay. Do you have the new Bad Boys trailer? No, but I saw it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet, but it was on the list.
I did see that it was 2 years yesterday since Will Smith slapped the shit out of.
Has it been 2 years since the slap? The slap heard around the world. Will Smith slapped the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth.
He really did. Why did he? Oh God. Yeah.
I mean, I 1000% have hit men in the face for less.
Wow.
Than cracking a joke about my girl. Like,
yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say. That's just it. I feel like 2 years though. Jesus, that feels like it just happened. Like it's crazy that it was 2 years
on
ago.
like live, like
I watch people. I literally watch people beat each other up for a living. So watching a man smack another man, I was like, that's cool. It is what it is. But now looking back on it, I'm like, holy shit, that actually happened.
It did.
Yeah, he actually open hand smacked the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth that night.
Palm wide open, slapped him.
All right, I picked My Hero Academia for you. This one is picked 100% purely for me.
Yeah.
Sean Fallon, comicbook.com. Cheech and Chong Funko Pops are here, and it's not even 420 yet. I've got a picture.
I know who those people are.
Yeah. Boom. Look how cool those look. Funko released Cheech and Chong vinyl figures back in 2019, but proper Funko Pops of the iconic comedy team have been a long time coming. To tell you the wait finally came to an end with new figures inspired by the appearance of the 1978 film Up in Smoke. Holy shit, Up in Smoke came out in 1978. You'll notice that Chong even comes with an appropriate accessory. Why this happened less than a month shy of 420 is anyone's guess. I love Funkos. Do you like Funkos? Do you have any? Do you collect them? Do you collect anything?
Yeah, I do have a few. I have some, ironically, some My Hero Academia ones and some Dragon Ball Z ones. And some other ones I can't remember. But yeah, I do have a few of them. I can see that you have at least one behind you. How many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So you take them out the box.
7. No.
No.
I'm over 10, but I'm not sure if I'm to 20 yet or not.
Yeah.
I've got the one right there is my signed Dude Love. It's signed by Mick Foley. And then that's Michael the Magic from The Office where he's in the straitjacket. Yeah. And then I've got more over there. I've got the NWO, I've got the DX, I've got Rock and John Cena. I've got the Pit Boy from Fallout. Like, I've got a bunch of Funkos. I will 100% be getting the twin pack of Cheech and Chong though. It seems very on brand for me. I've always been a fan. I watched the movies when I was young. Those were my original, like, Pineapple Express came out when I was in college. Like, I was 23 when that movie came out. So I was kind of past my, no, I wasn't past my stoner days. I was past my like teenage stoner days. So for me, I was in that cusp, Up in Smoke and Half Baked. You know what I mean? Those were the two movies I watched a lot of the stoner comedies. So I'm going to get some Cheech and Chong's Funko Pops.
Okay. You know, I see that Up in Smoke is literally like one of the posters, like them being rolled. Literally. Okay.
All right. Next trailer.
Yeah.
I'm super old now. The next trailer is Bad Boys Ride or Die, the official trailer.
Okay. Good for Martin Lawrence. Honestly, I'm happy to see him in more stuff. More Bad Boys.
I liked Bad Boys. It's one of the few action series that I haven't gotten tired of. And I think it's because I like Will Smith and because I think I remember Martin, like the TV show Martin. Like,
yeah.
Again, I'm old.
Come on, Mike, slow down. We are late. My stomach, Mike. I need a ginger ale.
He said I need a ginger ale.
Nothing else. Are those dogs fresh? Put them in yesterday. Give me one. Put some relish on that motherfucker. On the register. Stay right there.
I know that Martin must be so tired.
Mike? Yes, it is. Shut the fuck up. Marcus, get in the car. He has a gun to my head. You want to deal with him? You want to deal with me? Sorry, sir. But I
Oh my god, I can't imagine getting shot in the fucking knee.
Your phone didn't notify you? How are you late to your own? You own this network.
You need to get a job. Well, then you need to deploy.
Dad, look. We now have evidence that the late Captain Conrad Howard of Miami PD was working directly with drug cartels for years.
Captain
Wow. Oh my gosh. It's wild.
Well, he's texting us from the other side. No, he's not, Marcus. If you're seeing this, I'm probably dead. Fuck! Fuck this!
That's how I would be.
Don't trust anybody. You're my best.
Is that the dude from Grey's Anatomy?
You watch Grey's Anatomy?
I can't tell him to shut up. There's kids playing out front, and I didn't shut the window before I started the show. I've already had to stop once to go scream at him. I can't do it again.
We got two suspects, Lowry and Burnett. They're armed and dangerous.
In 5.
All right, if that helicopter crash landed in that water like that and didn't explode, you have to applaud the pilot.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all are some terrible fucking fugitives.
Classic Will Smith shot of him running down the freeway for no reason.
I was going to mention that.
I got this. What you don't do?
We need more Martin Lawrence. Okay.
Are y'all still in our clothes?
Just because.
Ew, get out of there, fam.
What?
Look at your shirt.
Why don't you sing us a little Reba song?
Honestly, fair.
Sing your favorite.
I'm a woman. I'm a strong,
But I mean,
strong black strong. Yeah,
money
you know,
is money.
what you gonna do? What you gonna? That ain't no.
No. Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. If somebody put me on the spot and was like, "Sing a that's a cat. That is a cat behind you."
Yes, I have two.
If somebody put me on the spot, I think the only Reba song I could think of would be "Fancy."
Ooh, I would just die. Like if I had a gun to my
That's
head, I would
literally.
just-
I'm from Nashville, and I don't think the only Reba song I could think of would be "Fancy."
I would just sing Jolene and hope they would just have sympathy, you know.
I'm sure she sang Jolene at some point. I'm positive of that. She
Like-
had to have seen Jolie at some point in her career, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd watch that. Just, an action movie is good sometimes, just to like break the monotony of my documentary hell. So, yeah.
I watch a lot of documentaries.
I watch a lot of documentaries.
No, sir. I don't know what you no sirred me for. What did I say? I'm not even sure. All right.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I will 100% see that at some point. It'll probably be when it goes to streaming. I'm more particular now about going to the movies because this is going to sound really bad. All right. And I support the writers and I support the directors and I support the artists and everybody that goes into making a movie. But I'm a hermit and I'm a homebody.
Are you?
And yes. And I know for a fact that if a movie is going to go to streaming within 30 to 60 days of being out, I'll just wait and watch it on streaming. If it's a big Marvel release, if it's a big horror release, if it's a series that I'm really like into, I'll go to the theater for it now. But like some of this stuff, I'm like,
what's the last movie you saw in theaters then?
Black Panther 2, Scream 6. I saw. It's been a minute. That's what I'm saying. Like I used to go to movies all the time. Like
pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. But I used to have like a membership where you got like the tickets.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like I was one of those guys. Well, I also lived walking distance from a theater. My apartment before I moved out east was literally just a couple blocks from the movie. So I could, on my days off and shit, I would go watch 2 or 3 movies. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was a good way to kill a day. It was easy. I loved going and watching. You don't go to a movie to have a conversation anyways. Like,
Wait, okay. I have never seen a movie by myself. I'll eat by myself all day long at like a restaurant, but I've never seen
I've made a living of eating by myself.
Fair.
I also eat standing up a lot. Like if I'm not like eating dinner specifically, breakfast and lunch both, I usually eat standing up.
We'll talk about that later. Standing up, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's my when I like this morning, for instance, I woke up and I went and had my breakfast, and it was also during like I was like stretching and getting ready for my run and shit. You see what I mean? Like,
okay.
It is what it is. Yeah.
I think the last movie. Oh no, I know the last movie I saw in theaters was the Godzilla -1 movie, which was really good. Won some Oscars, I believe. Good for them. Happy for them. And I was with a friend, and we were talking the whole time, and we got shushed. But I think it's because I was black. Honestly, I do think that's why I got shushed.
I take it back. I just went to see the Iron Claw.
Oh, you saw it in theaters. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was the last movie I saw, was the Iron Claw. All right, one more news article before we just go to trailers. So chat, if anybody's out there in the ether that wants to drop trailers they want to watch, now's your time to get them to me. Bridget, are you a Dungeons and Dragons fan?
I am.
All right. This comes from Sean Fallon at comicbook.com. All of my stuff came from comicbook.com. I feel like it's either IGN or Comic Book or Bloody Disgusting. Like whichever one I go to, I'll just pick everything on that one site. Lego's first Dungeons and Dragons set is about to drop. I've got pictures.
I want it. It's like super expensive though, I think.
They're all super expensive.
Like I need a sugar daddy.
That looks super cool. It looks like it's gonna be a difficult build.
Is there like how big is it? Like
Dimensions.
yeah.
Lego has been teasing the debut of the first Dungeons and Dragons set for some time now, building up anticipation for what will likely be a hugely popular release. It's a 3,700 piece set.
That's a lot.
Yeah. For $360, so with tax, it'll be a $400 buy.
I was like, I should ask for this for my birthday. Never mind. Holy shit, that's so expensive. Why? How much per brick? What's
You
the
can
math?
get a paperback book for 2,700 insider points. That will be your instruction booklet to go along with it. So you will get like a Dungeons and Dragon themed instruction book.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah. I don't even care about the dragon. I like the grass for some reason. I like the grass. It's just in a little tavern. It's super cute. A little
Like, all of-
guitar. Okay.
I mean, it's a big build. Like
Yeah.
$400 worth of big.
I don't know.
Like that's cool. I like the castle with the skeletons like raiding it and shit and the torches. Like there's some
Yeah.
cool detail there.
I think the dragon makes it more expensive for some reason. I feel like it's the dragon's fault.
I don't know. The typewriter's like $600.
Oh god. But it works.
That's cool.
No. Yeah. $400 is crazy though.
All right. Yeah. He says he sent his on Insta. While I pull these up, this is Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. So this is the next Marvel movie that's coming out.
Are you like big on Marvel? Are you like a Marvel boy, man?
Yeah, I'm a Marvel over DC for sure. Star Wars over Star Trek.
Huh. Okay. Marvel's good with their movies. Their live action movies.
Searching house to house.
Yes, they are.
DC is good with their
If they
animation.
arrest you two, they will take you to their
I haven't
headquarters,
gotten into
and
the
you will not
DC
return.
universe of their animated movies yet.
It's
I'm
better.
more concerned with the 6-foot
Safe
cat
there.
man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy.
Who the fuck is that? Oh, it's old. Okay. I think Marvel is struggling right now, though. I feel.
By my count, that makes 2
So-
super soldiers loose in Paris.
My question is,
Counting you.
And that's
did
2 too
Marvel
many.
stumble enough in this, like, what is this phase of movies and games and TV shows and stuff for DC to start making ground up on them?
has been found.
No. DC's movies are bad. I like DC a lot, but they're bad.
Please,
They can't make it up because they can't make their minds up about what they want.
be careful.
They're trying to make up ground too quickly.
When am I not?
Who are these people?
Who is that?
Black Panther, I guess.
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
1984.
Definitely
Encounter
Black
some
Panther,
That won't be a problem.
but that's not his sister, obviously, and that's not M'Baku, which are the two people who took over the mantle in, in the graphic novels. They're the only two people. It's a.
Who the hell?
After the trailer, I'll put it down and read the description.
If you wanted us dead, we'd be
I
dead.
think it's a
What do you
game.
want?
I was like, why does it look like a game?
I think it's a game.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way.
Stand aside!
Stay out of my way.
orders from anyone.
I don't have time for
Got a
this.
cape.
Neither do I.
1943. I was scared.
See, that would be T'Challa's granddad then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see
I
what
would
it
watch
says.
I was
Stop.
watching it.
Stop. 1943 Rise of Hydra is in the Chaos War. New media and Marvel games share an original story where an ensemble of 4 heroes must overcome their differences and form an uneasy alliance to confront their common enemy. So it's apparently a game.
I was like, the way that the camera is behind, And honestly, it was Captain America that gave it away for me. I was like, his face.
This is
looks
the
cool.
like the ensemble shot of them together. It looks super cool. Like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
here for that. I don't
Yeah.
understand why he's got a bugle. I guess a trumpet.
It's like a what's it? Fucking the man of America. Fucking the guy who told us the British are coming. It's his.
Paul Revere.
Yeah, that's his Revere.
He rode a horse.
He did. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Oh yeah, no, I've ridden plenty of horses when I was young.
Oh,
I'm from the country and I'm white.
I don't.
Yes, I've ridden a horse.
I can't just assume. Like, I have ridden a horse. I got bit by a horse once. Lucky I have my fingers.
How do you get bit? But you know they're big and you can see their head. Like, how does one get bit by a horse? Bridget?
They were like, okay, he's lippy. I'm like, okay.
What the fuck
Like,
does that mean?
He literally
I don't want to be
is-
around anything known as lippy. That sounds gross.
He literally just took all of my hand, and I think it's one of those moments where I was like, oh yeah, I got bit by a horse, and I'm like, I'm really lucky I have all my fingers after that because they could have gone really poorly. But yeah, okay, horse.
So you got bit by a horse.
Yeah, I did.
All right, this is AJ's pick. It's Sweet Dreams. It's a movie. Johnny Knoxville, Mo Amir, Theo Vaughn, and Kate Upton unite in wild and off-the-wall journey. Second chances from the producer of the Peanut Butter Falcon. I know what some of those words mean. Let's take a look. It's got Johnny Knoxville in it.
I read that people were like, what is, like, if white culture doesn't exist, then what is Jackass? And I can see that. Jackass was a wild time.
Yeah.
That is white culture.
It 100% is.
Clint Eastwood gonna tell me to get
His hair seems like it's dyed gray, though. Am I wrong?
He's getting old. His hair was brown a couple years ago when he wrestled at WrestleMania.
2 days without drinking in the last 15 years.
But he's got so much of it. Like,
You're here for a while.
That's Gator from Dave.
Don't complain. It's pretty easy. Everything's gonna be okay.
I love Dave.
Welcome
He's
to the loony bin.
yeah.
I love Little Dicky.
Probably from the weird out for you.
I'm a big fan of Little Dicky.
He's very funny.
Collect his own eyelashes.
I see that guy on TikTok a lot.
Theo Vaughn is one of those guys. He tiptoes that line of being appropriate and being like off the wall, like racist. But for some reason, he's like crazy popular, and I'm like, okay.
He's funny though.
So comedy can't. That's what I'm saying. So comedy can still exist because a lot of people are arguing that you can't be a comedian anymore because you'll get canceled. And I feel like Theo Vaughn is a good point that like you can still be funny and tiptoe that line and not be just completely just
I felt that.
I keep losing.
Yeah.
This seems like a really serious movie for Johnny Knoxville.
Need this place.
80 grand.
He's expanding his brand.
Pretty nice trophy for softball.
I can't imagine what it's like to have balls and have them be hit
Turn into the rice balls.
by a ball.
You got a team name.
It's not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
I just wish I could like fathom what it could.
You want to know what it's like to get hit in the nuts.
I do.
Why?
Because I mean, women go through shit. I want to know if it's worse or not.
Have you ever been hit in the boob real fucking hard so bad that it made you want to vomit?
I like it.
Let's do this.
No.
Okay. That's what it feels like to get hit in the nuts. Is it when you get hit in the nuts, it hurts so bad. The first thing that comes to mind is I need to vomit.
Wow.
Like that's how bad it hurts. That's what I look like when I take my clothes off. Ripped and Asian.
Man. So okay, tell me what was that? Well, from that trailer, can you tell me what that movie was about?
Baseball.
Okay. Good save there. Yeah.
Baseball, Johnny Knoxville, and family. If I were to pick three things, what is it when you know, when you look at you take your class and they're like, when you're writing your script, you should be able to make your movie come down to as few words as possible. Like, what is your
Elevator
philosophical
pitch.
yeah, what is your philosophical dilemma in this movie? And it's like Johnny Knoxville is an old dude who plays baseball and is struggling through life.
So it's just the underdogs, but with Johnny Knoxville and
What
older
was that?
people.
What was that movie he did when he was in baseball? Was it Bad News? It wasn't Bad News Brown, Bad News Bears. That was
Bad News
the
Bears.
dude from Bad Santa. What was the other dude?
Oh,
Like,
that guy that has all the riz. Nobody understands why.
the dude. Oh, yeah. I know. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, yeah. He's like
Billy
one of those
Bob.
guys that's like famous
Billy
for being
Bob.
good looking for no reason.
At all.
Like, I can respect that though. Like some of those guys. Who was the other one? There was another dude that what's his name? The dude who plays the bear.
Oh,
The bear, the guy who played the bear. That does
yes.
But you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, people are like fawning over him, and I'm like, that dude's kind of fugly. Like, he's not a good looking guy.
Something about the nose, I think. Like a very like
Jewish men have good noses. Like,
it's like I think it's like, but it's like wow. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't. But
what about Timothy Chalamet? He's the other one that's like the real hot ticket right now. The dude who played Wonka, which we still haven't watched yet.
No.
Timmy sent me a text the other day, and was like, "Are we gonna watch Wonka?" Like, yes,
Same.
we're gonna watch Wonka.
Same thing.
All right, one more, and I saw this one when I was getting ready to close YouTube down, and I was like, "This seems like a Bridget movie." Only because of the name alone, so I don't know what it's about or anything, but I picked it. It's from Sony Pictures Entertainment. It's Harold and the Purple Crayon.
We don't okay.
What?
You don't know Harold and the Purple Crayon. It was a okay. Let's just watch it.
With the crayon, anything is possible.
Oh no, he can't be an adult though. No, that's a problem. No. It's a
When
book.
someone tells a story, they create an
Like a
entire
kid's
world.
book, like a
And
Very
usually,
Hungry Caterpillar level book.
the characters
Oh.
stay
book.
there,
But
there are legends
It's old.
of characters
thanks. We've established that, Bridget.
Anything is possible.
that they step right.
I don't want to
Into
see
this
him as a grown man though. This makes me actually very uncomfortable. Wow.
See how this baby works in the
It's
real
that
world.
same guy that played Shazam, isn't it? And I fucking hate him.
Wow.
I feel like I would get in a lot of trouble if I had that ability.
Probably so.
I'm also not sure I could have pulled an airplane out of nowhere like that quickly.
Mm-mm.
Do you think you could draw an airplane if somebody was like, Bridget, draw an airplane? Could you draw an airplane?
And terrifying. That's terrifying.
Vehicles are not my strong point.
That's what your crayon is made of.
I was
The most
I was the person that drew
mysterious,
people and
powerful,
not
extraordinary
buildings,
stuff on
cars,
Earth.
or etc.
Pure imagination.
I will not be watching.
I am
this
getting
movie.
really good at that.
What the fuck?
What were you thinking?
Oh,
Wow.
honestly, I don't do a lot of thinking.
Was he wearing an Ollie's name tag?
I really hate that guy. Actually, I don't know. Okay, I mean, like, I don't hate him, but he played Shazam.
That was very
Yeah.
you're like, fuck that guy.
I
fuck
really
him.
don't like him. I just don't.
All right. Well, that was short, easy, to the point. Bridget,
Yeah.
plug yourself. Tell everybody where to find you. What's new and exciting in your world.
You guys can find me on Twitter at its_ppower. And also, yeah, that's it. And also Instagram at its.ppower. And yeah, I'm just hanging out, doing my best, doing the thing. What about you?
I'm good. I appreciate you taking over and helping hang out when Bo's not here. I think next week he's going to be. He said the Sahara was this week. I think he's in the outback of Australia next week.
Spiders and big scary.
He's going to be wrestling an ostrich.
Oh, wrestling.
But for the rest of us here in the States, if you want to follow us, you can do it anywhere on the internet: Facebook, Instagram, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Like literally, you have all the options. There's 3 links in the description. One is for Discord. It's your direct link to all the producers and hosts of Rivet City Radio and Off the Top Media. The other one is your merch for Botch Pods and Chair Shots, and off the top, you can get all that sweet stuff there. Directly below that one is the one for my weed box. If you partake in the green matter and you use our link, you can go there to buy your bongs and your pipes and your papers and your wraps and all of the accoutrement you need for your session. If you do that, we get a kickback. It helps keeps the lights on. Most importantly is your Amazon Prime subscription with a Prime Gaming subscription. You can give it to us, Creation World, She Elite, Off the Top Media, anybody. Give it to all my friends, just as long as Jeff Bezos doesn't get it. And patreon.com/Rivet City Radio. Exclusive shows, ad-free playback. Up in Smoke Cinema Club watch-alongs are coming. We're going to watch a movie together. The Delicious as Fuck cookbook has 2 recipes now, biscuits and collard greens, both delicious as fuck. Plus news articles, plus all of that stuff. Bridget, thanks for hanging out. You got anything for the class?
Nothing at all. I'm good.
Dad Hat's here as I'm getting ready to do the thing. But thanks for stopping by, Dad Hat. We love you.
I saw his face the other day.
You saw Dad Hat's face for the first time. A face for the Dad Hat.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
But,
have fun.
Well, now as we close another episode of Nerdy News at 420, I take a minute. Thank you for listening. I remind you to go wherever you do anything on the internet, like follow, subscribe, unsubscribe, then subscribe again. Leave a comment telling me how great I did or how terrible we sound. Either way, it helps the algorithm and it helps find new listeners. If you're feeling really generous, be one of the VIP people, head over to patreon.com and donate to the Rivet City Radio Podcast Network. You get some fantastic swag. We get some fantastic guests. It's a win-win for our happy little helper, Bridget. I am the Will Gray. Thanks for stopping by and listening, my people.
Yay.